What's up guys, Josh Mosiman here. Welcome to This Week in MXA, episode number 151, I think it is, presented by O'Neill Racing. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're at Kawasaki right now. This is actually my first time inside the Kawasaki building. I've been here a couple times just to drop off bikes, pick up bikes. I've been in the back shop where the media guys are working on bikes, but first time inside the museum slash showroom, and also we got to do a tour of the race shop. Unfortunately, no photos, no videos inside there, but we learned some cool stuff that we'll be able to talk about in future articles and videos. Getting the rundown on the 2024 KX450 right now. They just showed us all the inside details about it, telling us what they changed and what has carried over from the 23 model. It's pretty impressive how many things they've changed. So by the time you see this video, we will be gearing up to ride the 2024 coming this Wednesday. Right now, it's Monday here. We're learning at Kawasaki all the details. Wednesday, we're riding the bike. We're gonna pump out a tested video as soon as we can so that you guys can get the inside scoop on what's new and what we like and maybe what we don't like about the new 2024. We'll see how it is at Glen Helen on Wednesday. Good times. In this video, we also talked to Marvin Musquin. Let's go over and talk to Marvin right now. Asking you, I mean, everybody wants to know what you're up to. And we love to see you ride, love to see you on the two-stroke, especially. You have your two-stroke. Is that a 250 or a 300?
It is a 250, yeah.
250, yeah. And so now looking towards next year, the question keeps coming up, what are you up to next year?
Well, I have no plans, basically. It's, you know, unfortunately, this year, 23, I started the season in Anaheim, and then I got injured right after it. So I was a long recovery on my wrist, and then after that, you know, my contract was over because it was only a Supercross deal. And then, yeah, after that, you know, a little bit of riding here and there and enjoying my family with my daughter and my wife. But besides that, you know, not much going on the, you know, racing side. And yeah, I'm not really pushing things either. And yeah, so I don't like to say I'm retired or anything. I just want to, you know, say that, yeah, I don't have a contract for next year, so no racing plan next year.
Yeah, so I can relate to Marvin on a fraction of the scale, very small scale, from when I raced professionally for a few years, and it was time for me to stop and get a job to actually make money instead of spend money. So different situation, totally different, but I didn't like the idea of saying retired. I really didn't have a career anyways because I didn't make full money, but I raced full-time, trained full-time, and I stopped. And for me, that meant getting a job working here at MXA and then now racing nationals here and there for fun. So I totally understand where you say you don't want to say the word retired because you're 33?
Yes.
33 years old, like that's not that's not old by any stretch of the imagination. So with that, I know we're gonna get lots of comments. People want to know, are you gonna come back and do some fun races, some two-stroke races, World Bet?
I mean, yeah, like I said, when trying to figure things out right now and doing some like today, riding with R&D guys at KTM, you know, they have a really good group, fun group. I actually done some days last year with them testing. So yeah, maybe we do more stuff. I've been, you know, obviously with KTM for 15 years.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is 15 years now. So, you know, KTM has been almost my whole life. So yeah, I still want to, you know, represent the brand, and I've done a lot, you know, on the KTM. So I still want to be on KTM, and yeah, we never know if races comes up and we do some more riding. We never know, but yeah, obviously to get ready, train, you know, what like I've done for yeah 15 years and over. It's not the plan right now. So and do a full season. So the last 2 years, I mean, last year in 22 it was Supercross only. This year in 23 it was supposed to be Supercross only as well. Yeah. And it was a good fit. Unfortunately, I got hurt this year and I didn't race. So I've been off the program and you know, the cycling, the grind, the riding every day. I've been off for so long. So now to get back to it is more difficult. So yeah. So yeah, it's time to do a little different things, and we'll see what comes up.
And so we talked about it at lunch. Well, we talked about California versus Florida. You've spent a lot of time in both, training with Alden Baker. You trained with him your whole time you're here, right?
No, but for 7 years.
For 7 years, yeah. And then, so you spent a lot of time there in Florida, and then with David Villeman
Yeah.
for the last couple years.
For the Supercross only, yeah, I stayed in California, and
Yeah.
DV was based in Murrieta, so it was really easy for me.
Nice. So then looking even further back, moving from Europe to the US, and then now the idea of, okay, if I'm not racing full-time anymore, people will ask the question also on our YouTube video, are you moving back to France? Are you moving back to Europe? I gotta say, it's a huge deal to move from Europe to the US, to be a French rider over here, to leave your home country, language, food, everything's completely different. So would you consider this home now, or will people expect you to go back to France after this?
No, I mean California, or I mean America is home for me and my wife, and now my daughter. My daughter is born here in California, so but she does have a French passport as well, and American, so which is cool. So yeah, it is home. We like to spend a lot of times in France, that's for sure. Like we spent 6 weeks in France this couple months, so it was great. But we're based here.
Yeah.
We moved back in 2010, October 2010 with my wife. So we were 20 and 21 years old. So from that time to now on, you know, we've lived in America. So as an adult, it's spending so many time in the same country. It's for us, it'll be hard to move back, even though we have our family and friends over in France. We just like to go there and spend a few weeks and a few months. But home is here.
That's cool. All right, guys, so hanging out at Kawasaki, Norm is the man in charge of all these beautiful display bikes we have back here. Norm, you said you have over 100 of these things laying around?
Yeah, we have well over 100 motorcycles in the historical side, from street bikes to snowmobiles, jet skis, everything for the museum. So
yeah,
we can kind of load up the museum for whatever venue we need. You know, if it's a street bike, Ninja, 40th year of the Ninja's coming up, so we'll have a Ninja display. 50th of the jet ski, 50th of the KX. So we have a lot of KXs, championship bikes.
That's cool.
Were collected over the years. Most of the collecting was done by me when I worked on the race team. So
cool.
All these are straight off the racetrack, unrestored for the most part. And just the way they came, they'll all run with a little bit of work.
Yeah.
We get them all running.
That's cool. So you're the man in charge of hiding them deep in the archives, deep in the warehouses?
Yeah, before we had the museum, it was my job to hide them so they wouldn't get crushed. So,
that's cool.
So yeah, we hid them all those years, and now we get to show them off.
That's cool. And there's a lot of bikes that do get crushed. We were just talking with the race team guys back there. They wouldn't let us take our cameras back there, but they said, like Kaipo was telling us about old suspension, factory suspension, that you can't sell it if you can't reuse it, which they try to reuse it, but if you can't, they have to grind it up, cut it in half, and make sure it's not available.
It's kind of weird, ironic, I guess, because I've saved all of these. Over the years, I've probably crushed more than what we saved.
Really?
So I was the bad guy crushing all the works bikes. I've got photos of some pretty exotic motorcycles. All took the cutting torch to them.
Crazy.
But
what do you think?
We had to for liability reasons.
What's the liability reason behind it, you think?
Well, the parts, you know, if someone's to ride them, they don't last long. A lot of times it's magnesium. The shelf life's not
the same,
very long, and then a lot of political customs reasons. You know, they were written off, so
gotcha.
They can't be. They have to be destroyed.
Understandable.
I'm semi-retired. I work at Pro Circuit 3 days a week.
Cool.
Helping them. I'm in here at least 1 day a week with the museum, and
nice.
A lot of archive work, saving the history of the company. We've been doing a lot of work on all these different anniversaries and finding old photos and articles and stuff.
Awesome. Well, thanks for keeping up the good work. We got a lot of people that are excited to see all these exotic bikes.
Yeah, I wish we could get more people to come in here and see them.
Is it open to the public?
You can make a reservation. You call the front desk and make arrangements to come see it.
Cool. Well, if you guys are local to Lake Forest here in Southern California, about 20 minutes from the beach, 30 minutes from the beach?
Yeah. Depends.
Not depends on the time of day, I guess. But come down and see it in Lake Forest and make a reservation. All right, guys, we're here at Glen Helen. This is our office. We're here like every day. And at Glen Helen, we have our conference room, which is the Glen Helen Museum. Justin is here from Shoei and from Helmet House. And we have the VFX-EVO helmet from Shoei. And he's been describing to us the new system that they have to fit the helmet and tailor it specifically for your head. It's pretty impressive. I've never had a helmet fit for me. Now I'm wearing multiple brands of helmets. Sometimes I'm a large, sometimes I'm a medium. Sometimes the helmet fits great, sometimes it doesn't. Today I was able to put on the Shoei, and there was a few points where I was like, okay, I got a pressure point here, a little bit big here. Justin was able to dial me in with some impressive padding to customize the helmet for me. So Justin here, can you tell us a little bit more about the system and exactly what it does?
Absolutely. Josh, and again, thanks for letting us do this with you today. So this is the Shoei Personal Fit System, and this has been in North America for about 6 months now.
Cool.
It's a brand new deal that we're doing. It is proprietary to Shoei, but it allows us to really fit the rest of that market that cannot fit into a Shoei, and or customize a fit that fits really well and make it even that much better.
Yep.
The goal is safety, the goal is comfort, right? And now we can combine both of those together. So with some very different, unique pads that Shoei has built for us, we can now customize the entirety of the inside of that helmet and really make it fit you as perfect as possible. And that's what we're trying to bring out to the masses and to the rest of the world here. And so we've got one done for you now. It took a little bit of adjustment, not much, but
yeah,
very small adjustments, and now he has got a perfect custom fit helmet just for his head.
Yeah, and so their marketing has basically said that the helmet fits 95% of people's stock, and you said this would help it get up to 99% of people,
Absolutely.
so pretty much everybody. I would argue that a lot of people need this, even though your helmet might feel good already. Justin Lee, new editor for MXA, he has his Shoei helmet here from before he started with MXA and before we gave him an orange helmet, and he's been wearing it for 5 years, and we just found out that it didn't even fit perfectly on him. So we made his helmet that he's had for 5 years fit even better. So that's pretty cool and something impressive. So we're stoked to start getting some orange Shoei helmets and start wearing them in our tests and our races, and do some more stuff with you guys. But honestly, I'm big on safety. I know a lot of friends who have hit their head and had concussions, and it's not a good thing. We need to be wearing safer helmets. We need to be wearing newer, fresher helmets that are going to hold up against those hard hits that we have on the track. And honestly, I think if you guys are making helmets safer, then I'm a fan of that. I'm gonna hit the track for a couple laps in this helmet. It's gonna be the first time in 5 years that I've not worn an orange helmet on the track. So that's gonna be a little weird, but soon we'll have an orange one. We'll be racing with it, riding with it, and do some more articles and tests. So thanks for your time, Justin, appreciate it.
Thank you, absolutely.
All right, guys, so good times riding in the Shoei helmet. It's pretty weird to be on the track without an orange helmet. It just doesn't feel right, but I'm excited to get this thing painted orange and do some more riding and testing with it. Feels comfortable on the track so far, so looking forward to doing some more motos with it soon.